My beloved soul, listen carefully because this moment is not ordinary, it is a divine visitation wrapped in mystery and overflowing with blessing. Heaven has opened its gates, and the one you thought was gone forever, the one whose name you whisper in silence when no one is around, is closer to you now than they ever were in life. They have crossed the veil between eternity and time, carrying a message of wealth, restoration, and unbelievable favor. And I must tell you, this is not a random moment, it is a sacred appointment prepared for you before the foundation of the earth. Stay with me, don't scroll away, because the secret that I am about to reveal could change the direction of your life forever. When you thought they were gone, their soul was watching. When you cried in silence, their spirit was near, and when you asked God in your lowest moments for help, they were given permission to return with a treasure so immense, it carries not only gold but also healing. Heaven has entrusted them with the keys to a $50 million release, not as money alone, but as a testimony that God still rewards those who have been faithful in silence. My child, this is more than numbers, it is divine inheritance. It is a heavenly check signed not by banks, but by the eternal throne itself. Think about it. Why did you stumble on this message now, at this exact hour, at this exact date? Because October 22nd has been marked in heaven's calendar as your turning point. You have been walking through seasons of delay, through doors that seemed locked, through paths where your name was overlooked, but the one you lost has been interceding on your behalf. Their tears in heaven turned into gold. Their prayers turned into inheritance. Their love turned into a bridge that connects you to this miracle. They could not rest until you received what was destined for you. Stay with me, don't move away, because what I'm about to tell you will not only shock you, it will explain why you had to go through nights of struggle, mornings of emptiness, and seasons where everything looked impossible. The $50 million miracle is not about luxury, it is about proof. Proof that God does not forget His children. Proof that heaven writes your name in light when the earth writes it in dust. Proof that no grave, no loss, no separation can silence the voice of love from above. Your family member has been speaking your name in the courts of heaven, and the angels have been assigned to carry their words to you. I see you right now, your heart trembling because you know exactly who I am talking about. Their face is appearing in your memory, their smile is flashing before your eyes, their voice is echoing in your soul. Yes, it is them. The one who carried you when you were small, the one who prayed over you when you were lost, the one who believed in you when no one else did. They are not gone. They have been released from heaven's silence to deliver this miracle into your life. This $50 million is not random, it is tied to your name, to your bloodline, to the prayers that were once spoken over you when you didn't even believe in yourself. Pause for a moment and let this sink in. Can you feel that chill on your skin right now, that sudden weight of presence in the room? That is not coincidence. That is them. That is heaven's way of telling you that you are not alone. They are near, and they will not leave until you step into the fullness of what has been promised. But there is more, my child. There is a condition hidden in the timing. The window closes on the 22nd of October. This is not because heaven is cruel, but because timing is everything in the spiritual realm. Delay beyond that date, and the transfer moves elsewhere. Step in before, and the miracle is sealed forever. Do you see now why this message reached you? Why your spirit would not let you scroll? Because heaven needed you to stop. Heaven needed you to listen. Heaven needed you to know that your destiny is not in the hands of chance, it is in the hands of God. And He chose to use the voice of the one you loved, the one you mourned, the one you thought you lost, to remind you that you are chosen, favored, and destined for greatness beyond human imagination. Beloved, this $50 million is more than treasure, it is a mantle. It is a key to your next chapter. It is a symbol that your tears have been counted, your prayers have been stored, and your faith, even the size of a mustard seed, has moved mountains. The one you loved is coming back, not in flesh, but in presence, in whispers, in dreams, in divine encounters, to guide you into the door that will unlock not just wealth but legacy. Because what is coming to you is not only for you, it is for your children, your household, your future generations. This blessing is generational. It is a seed that will grow into a forest of abundance. Stay with me until the end, because every word I speak carries a layer of the puzzle you have been trying to solve. That restless feeling you've had, that tug on your soul, that unexplainable sense that something big is about to happen, that was heaven's way of preparing you. And now the confirmation is here. October 22nd is your deadline, but today is your open door. If you are listening, if your spirit is awake, type, "I receive," in your heart, let your soul agree with heaven, and watch how things begin to shift around you. Watch how unexpected calls, sudden letters, and divine connections begin to appear out of nowhere. That is not coincidence, that is inheritance being delivered. Beloved soul, I want you to breathe slowly now, because what I am about to share is not ordinary, it is a continuation of the secret heaven whispered into your destiny. The one you thought you lost, the one whose absence still aches in the silent chambers of your heart, is closer than you realize. They have been given permission to step beyond the veil, not in a body of flesh, but in a stream of presence, in a current of energy, in a voice that your soul will recognize. They are here because heaven knows your journey is about to shift forever. They are carrying not just comfort, but wealth, not just memory, but a miracle that wears the form of $50 million. Stay until the very end, because each line you hear is a step toward unlocking what is already yours. Think of it, how many nights did you cry and ask God, why did they leave me so soon? And now, heaven responds by saying, they never left you, they were being prepared to help you in a higher way. Their prayers did not die with them, their blessings did not fade away, their love was not buried in the ground. It rose into heaven, it transformed into a seed, and now it returns as an inheritance of unimaginable value. This is why you cannot skip this message, because every second here is dripping with divine confirmation. You feel it, don't you? That sudden heat in your chest, that strange electricity around your skin, that is their presence. They are near, leaning in, whispering to you that your time has finally arrived. Beloved, the $50 million is not just about money, it is about unlocking chains that have held you down for too long. It is about paying every hidden debt, removing every silent burden, breaking every cycle of lack that tried to follow your bloodline. Do you see now why heaven chose to send them back for you? Because your story is not only about survival, it is about abundance, overflow, and divine legacy. When you rise, your family rises. When you receive, generations are healed. That is why the one you loved is carrying this wealth into your life. It is bigger than you, it is about your entire destiny. Stay with me, don't scroll, because I must tell you what happens when heaven approves such a miracle. Angels are assigned to rearrange circumstances in your favor. Doors that were closed begin to swing open. People who once ignored you suddenly remember your name. Letters, calls, opportunities start flowing from places you never expected. And while others will think it is luck, you will know it is heaven. You will know it is the prayer of your departed loved one finally answered. You will know it is God proving that your tears never fell in vain. That is why the date, October 22nd, is not random. It is a divine deadline, a moment written in heaven's calendar, when your breakthrough aligns with earth's reality. Beloved soul, I can almost hear them now, whispering into your ear, don't give up, don't stop believing, don't walk away. This is for you. Their voice is not a dream, it is a confirmation. Their love for you has not ended, it has grown stronger. They want you to receive this miracle because they see what you cannot see, they see your future overflowing with abundance, they see your name written on golden documents, they see your life finally free from every shadow of lack. And they are here to make sure you don't miss it. Pause for a moment, close your eyes if you can, and imagine them standing before you, holding a letter sealed with heaven's light. On that letter is your name, written in fire, written in promise, written in destiny. And inside that letter, written with eternal ink, are the numbers, $50 million. Not numbers of fantasy, but numbers of prophecy. It is wealth assigned to you, wealth prepared for you, wealth that cannot be stolen, delayed, or denied. That is why your spirit feels restless right now, because you know this is not ordinary, this is not coincidence, this is heaven's way of telling you to prepare. Stay with me until the last word, because the release is happening even as you listen. Can you feel it? That shift in the air, that heaviness lifting, that spark of hope rising again in your heart, that is not your imagination, that is the presence of the one you loved. They are here, and they are saying, it is your time, it is your turn, it is your inheritance. And beloved, you must not ignore this moment. You must not doubt. You must not say, maybe later. Because heaven is whispering, now. This is the hour. This is the confirmation. Beloved child, what you are stepping into is not just a financial blessing, it is a new chapter where every shame is erased, every delay is cancelled, every hidden wound is healed. When this inheritance touches your life, you will walk differently, you will speak differently, you will shine differently. And people will ask, how did this happen? And you will answer, because heaven remembered me. Because my loved one carried a miracle back to me. And in that testimony, God will be glorified, angels will rejoice, and your story will inspire countless others. Beloved, as you are hearing these words right now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. This is not just another message you can scroll away from, this is a divine visitation dressed in the form of language, carried to your soul with fire and gentleness at the same time. The one you lost, the one who left the earth before their time, is closer to you right now than ever before. They are leaning over from the gates of heaven, watching you, praying for you, and carrying into your hands a treasure that will rewrite your future. That treasure has a number stamped upon it, $50 million. Not a fantasy, but a prophetic inheritance sealed with your name. Stay with me until the very end, because every sentence is another step into the river that has been waiting for you. October 22nd is not far. It is the chosen hour marked in eternity when the blessing of heaven must meet the earth in your life. The reason you are here, listening, and not elsewhere, is because your soul has been summoned. Summoned to receive, summoned to awaken, summoned to prepare for what eyes have not seen, what ears have not heard, and what hearts cannot fully imagine. My child, your loved one is not resting in silence anymore. They are speaking. They are saying, "You have been faithful in the storm, you have cried in secret, you have given when you had little, and now heaven rewards you openly." Their voice is echoing through your soul, reminding you that love is stronger than death, and inheritance is stronger than loss. This 50 million is not paper, it is purpose. It is not simply currency, it is confirmation that heaven never forgets a soul who prays, a soul who believes, a soul who endures. Beloved, do you remember the times you sat in the dark, feeling abandoned? Those were the moments your loved one was standing beside you in spirit, whispering strength, even when you could not hear. Do you remember the times you almost gave up? It was their unseen hand that lifted you, that reminded heaven of your name, that wrote your destiny in light again. And now, what they fought for in prayer, what they cried for in the chambers of eternity, is being handed to you. A wealth not just of money but of healing, of restoration, of dignity, of legacy. Close your eyes for just a moment and picture this, an enormous golden table in the courts of heaven. Upon that table, there are scrolls written with names, sealed with fire, waiting for the right time to be opened. One of those scrolls carries your name. It was sealed years ago, and your loved one has been circling that scroll, pointing to it, declaring, "This belongs to them." Do not let it pass. Do not let it go elsewhere. And now, the seal has been broken. The scroll has been released. Angels are carrying it into your timeline. That scroll holds the miracle of $50 million. That scroll carries your breakthrough. That scroll is your inheritance. Stay with me, don't let distraction steal this moment, because what you are receiving is not only for today, it is for generations to come. That blessing will clear debts, not just yours, but debts of those connected to you. That blessing will open doors, not just for you, but for your children, and their children after them. That blessing will restore honor to your name, so that no one will ever again call you forgotten or overlooked. Beloved, the spirit of your loved one is crying out, "This is your time." Don't delay. Don't doubt. Don't walk away. Their tears have already watered the soil of your miracle. Their love has already built the bridge for you to cross into destiny. Their presence right now is heaven's sign that this is not empty talk, this is divine truth. And when you step into it, you will look back and realize that every heartbreak, every night of loneliness, every tear you shed was preparing you for this glory. Can you feel it? That sudden warmth around you, that sense of eyes watching you, that pull in your chest, that is them. That is their way of letting you know they are here. You may not see them with your physical eyes, but your soul recognizes them. Your spirit knows their presence. They are whispering your name, urging you to believe, urging you to stay until the last line, because what you receive here is a key. A key that opens the treasury of heaven, a key that unlocks $50 million worth of destiny, a key that cancels every no spoken against your life and replaces it with a yes written in light. Beloved, wealth is not only numbers, it is freedom. And this inheritance will give you the freedom to walk in your purpose, to bless others, to change lives, to leave a legacy so powerful that your story will echo long after you are gone. That is why heaven chose you. That is why your loved one returned for you. That is why October 22nd is marked as your moment of release. So stay here, lean in, let your soul drink every word. Because the heavens are watching, the angels are writing, and your loved one is smiling, knowing that the time has finally come. Beloved soul, lean closer now, because what I reveal in this moment is not ordinary. It is heaven pressing its hand upon your shoulder, reminding you that your life is about to turn in ways you never imagined. The loved one you lost has not vanished into silence, they have become a messenger carrying wealth, carrying favor, carrying your next season in their hands. The treasure they bring, marked with the number 50 million, is not just a promise, it is already moving toward you like a river breaking through a dam. And you are standing at the edge of it, ready to be carried into abundance. Stay until the very last word, because every sentence is soaked in what your heart has been waiting for. October 22nd is not just a date, it is a doorway. A moment when heaven's timeline intersects with your own, when everything that was delayed is suddenly released, when what was stolen is restored with interest, when your name is written again in golden letters across the scrolls of destiny. That is why you are here, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine arrangement. My child, do you feel that invisible tug on your spirit? That is your loved one. They are calling you to pay attention. They are saying, do not let this slip past. Do not let doubt silence your blessing. This is your inheritance. This is your moment. Their voice is not carried by lips of flesh, but by winds of eternity, and your soul knows it is real. It is the same voice that comforted you when you cried at night, the same love that once embraced you in the middle of storms. And now, that same love has become the bridge through which $50 million flows into your hands. Close your eyes and imagine a banquet in heaven. A great table stretched endlessly, lined with crowns, gifts, treasures. At the center of that table, there is a chest sealed with light. Your loved one walks toward it, lifts it, and points their finger toward your name written across it in shining letters. Angels surround that chest, lifting it with reverence, carrying it down through the heavens, straight into your story. And inside that chest is your miracle, wealth beyond comprehension, peace beyond measure, joy beyond description. That chest is moving now, closer and closer to your life. Beloved, this inheritance is not about greed, it is about grace. It is not about showing off, it is about showing forth the faithfulness of God. With this blessing, you will rebuild what was broken. With this blessing, you will heal what was torn. With this blessing, you will carry light into dark places, hope into broken hearts, strength into weary souls. That is why heaven waited until now, because you had to walk through valleys, you had to know pain, you had to understand emptiness, so that when fullness comes, you will never forget who gave it to you. Do you see now why your spirit cannot look away? Do you see why every fiber of your being is telling you to stay with this word until the end? Because this is not just another story, this is your story. This is your name, your bloodline, your destiny. The 50 million is more than a number, it is a sign. A sign that heaven remembers, that love never dies, that your tears have value, that your life has meaning beyond the struggle you endured. Beloved soul, your loved one is still speaking. This is bigger than money, it is about legacy. It is about setting you free so you can set others free. It is about breaking every chain of lack that haunted our family. It is about rewriting our story so that generations after us will only know abundance, only know joy, only know victory. Their voice is filled with urgency, not because there is danger, but because heaven does not want you to miss the appointed hour. They see the blessing already descending. They see the angels carrying your scroll of destiny. They see October 22nd circled in heaven's calendar with fire. Stay here, do not scroll, because heaven's clock is moving. Every second you remain is another confirmation that your soul is in alignment with this word. And as you listen, something inside you is shifting, you are beginning to believe again, you are beginning to hope again, you are beginning to expect again. That expectation is the key that unlocks the chest. That faith is the signature that seals the inheritance in your name. That agreement is the bridge that brings the $50 million from heaven's table into your hands. Beloved, the time has come. The silence is over. The wait is finished. The heavens are open, and your loved one is smiling, knowing that you are finally ready to step into what was always yours. This blessing is not far away, it is already at the door. It is knocking. It is waiting for you to open. And when you do, everything changes. Beloved soul, we have walked together through this message like travelers on a golden road, and now we have arrived at the gate where heaven itself waits for your response. Listen closely, because what I say now is the seal upon everything that has been spoken. The one you lost, the one whose absence shaped your tears and your nights, has been permitted to return as a messenger of wealth and promise. They stand before you in spirit, carrying the treasure chest of $50 million, shining with light that no shadow can hide. This is not only about money, it is about destiny finally arriving at your doorstep. Pause for a moment, beloved, and feel their nearness. You may not see them with your natural eyes, but your spirit feels the shift. The room around you feels heavier with presence, the air feels charged, your heart is racing. That is them. They are whispering your name even now. They are saying, "We fought for this blessing in heaven. We circled your name on the scroll of eternity. We would not rest until this inheritance was delivered." Their voice carries both love and urgency, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. They know what is about to unfold. October 22nd is the date heaven circled with fire. It is the appointed hour when the release becomes visible, when the angels carrying your chest of inheritance step fully into your timeline. That is why you were brought here, to prepare, to awaken, to agree. Because heaven's gifts are always received by open hearts. And beloved, your heart is open now. I see it, heaven sees it, and your loved one is rejoicing in it. Stay until the last line, because the ending is the most powerful part. Imagine a courtroom in heaven. At the center is a throne blazing with light. Around it are scrolls, treasures, and crowns. Your loved one stands boldly, pointing to your name. Angels gather, witnesses of glory surround, and the decree is spoken: it is time. Release their inheritance. Deliver the 50 million. Restore what was delayed. Multiply what was lost. The sound of that decree shakes eternity, and the angels scatter like flames of fire to carry out the order. That decree is the reason you are hearing this today. Beloved, this blessing will not come to you in pieces, it will come like a flood. When the river breaks, nothing can stop it. Opportunities will appear, doors will open, signatures will be granted, and your name will be lifted in places you never imagined. And when people ask, "How did this happen?" you will know the answer. It was not luck. It was not accident. It was heaven remembering you, heaven rewarding you, heaven honoring the prayers of the one who loved you beyond the grave. Can you feel the shift? Even now, as these words sink into your soul, something inside you is rising. Faith is awakening, hope is breathing again, expectation is burning like fire. That is not just emotion, that is alignment. That is heaven's frequency matching with your own. That is the proof that this word is yours. Your loved one is smiling as you receive it, knowing their mission is complete, knowing their love has carried this treasure into your life. Beloved, do not doubt. Do not question if it is too much, too high, too impossible. For what is impossible for men is natural for heaven. If God can raise the dead, can He not also raise your destiny? If God can open seas, can He not also open accounts? If God can feed thousands with loaves and fish, can He not multiply the wealth marked with your name? This is why the number is 50 million, because heaven does not deal in small change. Heaven deals in abundance. Heaven overflows. Heaven always exceeds expectation. My child, as we close this message, I want you to know this: you are chosen. You are remembered. You are loved beyond measure. The one you lost has become the bridge between your prayers and your blessing. Their presence today is proof that death does not have the final word, love does. And that love has unlocked a miracle so grand that your future generations will taste it, your children will carry it, your household will live under it. This is your legacy. This is your inheritance. This is your moment. So lift your head high, beloved soul, and prepare your hands to receive. Speak it aloud if you can: I am ready. I receive. I believe. Let your voice echo with heaven's decree, and let the miracle be sealed in your life. October 22nd is the day, but today is the beginning. The scroll has been opened, the chest is on its way, the angels are already moving. And as you stand here, listening until the very last line, you can be certain, your life will never be the same again. Beloved soul, even now as you listen, heaven is opening another layer of the mystery. You thought the story ended with the chest of inheritance, but I tell you, it has only begun. Because when heaven decides to bless, it blesses in waves. The $50 million is only the first wave, the sign that the door is open, the key that proves your name has been written in fire. But beyond the number, beyond the wealth, there is a deeper treasure, one that will touch your heart in ways money never could. And your loved one, the one who crossed into eternity, is carrying that treasure as well.